Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Today I am joined by Anthony Lam. Anthony runs Lamlab, which is one of our clients, one of our really good friends, I could say. And we talked a lot about his backstory on his life, history of the gym, why he started the gym, some fun takeaways for the business, people in personal training, people who want to get into fitness. This is a story about basically fitness in his life. So I think it would be very interesting for you guys to hear this. And this is my conversation with Anthony Lam. Yeah, really appreciate you coming on, Anthony. I've had the opportunity to know you for, I think, almost 2 years now.
Can't believe it.
Yeah,
it went by so fast.
It's crazy, right? Yeah, it feels like just yesterday. It feels like we've known each other for a long time. But I met Anthony through one of our mutual friend, Kevin Ramos. Talk to me about how you kind of met Kevin and what the backstory is there.
Okay, so the backstory there, that's like pre-pandemic stuff. But at that time, I was freelance personal training. So we were at this gym called Forge Performance, and they're still up in Mississauga. They do a lot of powerlifting.
You were commuting there back and forth?
I was living in Mississauga at the time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So like I've always trained people in that area.
Yeah.
So going to Forge was like a natural progression.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just good vibes. And then Kevin was training there at the time, and then I'd always like be training my clients. So I'd pretty much see everyone that comes into that gym.
Yeah.
And then I'd have my camera because I'm just trying to like film my clients, and I would see people do crazy. Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second, like, does it get censored or something? Yeah. So I would just see people do crazy shit, like really strong people, really good culture. And then that's how I met Kevin, and we just started talking, and then you know how gym bros, first you just nod, and then all right, okay, like, oh, what do you do? What are you training for?
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's sweet. Yeah, I've known Kevin since 2016. He was actually, funny story, he's coming on later this week as well. He was my supervisor when I started. So when I went to school, I worked at this little campus pub, like on campus, and he was my supervisor, and like. I was literally 18.
Yeah.
And no, I was 18. And he was on the basketball team. I had a bunch of basketball player friends, and here comes Matt, scrawny little Matt, full of acne, braces. I was like, "Hey, Kevin." And he's like the nicest guy in the whole world.
Yeah.
Like anybody who knows Kevin knows that. Like, and it was just so funny because then me and him became really good friends, and then eventually like Troy, you know, we all kind of became really good friends, me, Troy, and Kevin. And Kevin was always kind of like the guy in my life who was just kind of like just the really consistent guy, sounding board throughout everything that I was going through. You know, Kevin was friends with literally everybody. He was working a bunch of jobs in college, and he was just kind of that guy.
Yeah, and
everybody loved that guy. And
I remember like seeing Kevin's content. Like when it started, like that production level just went up a bit, and I was like, "Whoa, like, Kevin, like good shit, man! It looks so good." And then once I think what I did was I put a story out, and then Kevin was like, "Oh yeah, check out Deadline. These are my guys." Nice. And I was like, "Okay, sick, easy," because I already liked the work. Yeah. So then it was easy for me to like hit you guys.
So what were you looking for at the time? What did you post?
At the time, I just needed help with coming up with good looking content, because you know when you try to like film it, you know, I'm not a cinematographer, even as much cinematography videos as I got into, and I learned all the lingo and the terms. You try it, but it's a lot of like effort if you're doing a solo, right? Because you're going back and forth. Okay, you guys said the trap, I do this. When I'm too busy focused on like, hey, I'm actually training clients every single day. I can't be ending my evenings editing for 2 to 3 hours and being like, shit, I got the wrong frame, you know what I mean, or I got the wrong shot, and like I know. So yeah, it's like a big pain point when you're trying to run a business, trying to fulfill a service and be your marketing or your content creation. So.
I know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy the amount of people I meet who are in that same position. And that's why like me and Troy have been really thoughtful about what we're trying to do with our clients, and just ultimately trying to help them in the most like impactful way and thoughtful way that we can. Because like, if I was thinking about it for myself too, I'd be like, how the fuck is this even possible? Like, we're lucky in the sense that we can just set up a microphone, set up a camera, send it to our editing team. They chop it up. I have a video in the next day, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
Right.
like for me, it's even like I haven't touched editing in a long time. So it's like, I even understand that like personally as well. But let's rewind a little bit and go back to, early childhood, high school. Where were you living? Where'd you grow up?
Okay, so I grew up in Mississauga. I grew up on like the west end of Mississauga, so like near Air Mills Town Center.
Yeah. Cool.
As a kid, always super like I'm a really good kid. Okay, like whatever coaches tell me to do, I'm doing it. Okay, like I'm not questioning you. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Do
you have siblings as well? Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have siblings too. I have one. No, I have not siblings. I have one sibling.
Yeah.
My younger sister.
Cool.
Yeah, she's 4 years younger.
Yeah.
And I just always respected my teachers. I put my teachers on a pedestal kind of thing. I was lucky.
Respecting authority.
Yeah, I think I was lucky in that sense that I had good teachers. So it wasn't like hard for me to be like
into it.
Should I listen to them or should I not? It's like I just genuinely felt like they had my best intentions at least. And also everyone at my school, because like we kind of all grew up together. Like we went to middle school together. We went to high school together. And even though there's always like conflict and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like it's not that bad. Yeah. Okay. So like it's suburban Saga life. Yeah. Yeah. But I ended up working at my first job when I was like, I pretty much started working whenever I could work.
So you were a super good student in school?
Actually, I wasn't only until grade 12. So even though I listened to my teachers and stuff like that, I wasn't necessarily a good student.
And you were playing sports as well?
I was playing sports. Yeah.
What were you playing? Basketball?
I was playing volleyball.
Volleyball?
Volleyball was my first sport. And then I played every single sport. Like in middle school, I played everything. I was on every team.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome.
But volleyball, badminton, and rugby were my 3 favorite sports in high school.
Cool. I didn't know rugby.
Yeah. Rugby I didn't expect to get into, but I had a bunch of friends, a bunch of people who got me into the weight room for the first time. They're all rugby players.
Nice.
They would see me at the gym at like 7 a.m. on my own, just training. They're like,
"That's awesome.
Why don't you play rugby?"
Yeah.
And like they would push me, like, you know, bro stuff.
Yeah. That's sweet. Yeah. That's important, man. That's important. So sports has always been a huge aspect of your life. I know you're still playing volleyball, but what else are you still doing a lot of other sports as well, or?
Yeah, honestly, I try to, but I'm not as consistent.
It's the time, bro. It's the time. Yeah,
it's the time. And it's also like before, when you're playing with your team, it's like competitive and you're having fun and like you show up to practice and all that stuff. There's a regimen. Yeah. But now it's like, okay, hey guys, let's play volleyball at 10 p.m. at night. Holy crap. You know what I mean? At 10 p.m. at night.
Sleep, bro.
Yeah. But it's so much fun. Like if I have friends, I know I'll go.
Yeah.
But if I don't have people to play with, then I won't go. Yeah. Like I want to play with my, my homies and stuff like that. So. And
then did you go to school close to Mississauga, or where'd you go?
Yeah, like high school?
Sorry, university.
Oh, university? No, I went to Waterloo.
Waterloo, cool.
Yeah, so I did kin at Waterloo. And I stayed there for my first year and second year. But
how did you get interested in kinesiology?
So I got into kin because, well, I was already playing sports and all I had to do was work out. I wasn't really the typical Chinese student. I wasn't really good at math. I was good at science because I was good at memorizing stuff, but math was hard. I'd have to work really hard to be good at math. So I had the
I wasn't good at anything really academic. Like math, science, like all that stuff was super hard. It was just like, man, I just didn't want to put the time in. I just like also was just so interested in other shit. Yeah.
You know what though? Like, and I think when I was in high school at the time, I probably would have been like, oh no, that's bad. Because obviously I had respect for my teachers, right? The teachers like, you got to get this mark. My parents weren't even tough on me about marks, but my friend group was, well, I had 2 friend groups. One was like very like education focused and one was more like let's go have fun focus and like do whatever we're into. So on one side I had like friends who are getting like 95 plus and everything, so I'm like, shit, the bar's high. But I have my other friends being like, yo, let's go party and let's go drink and let's go smoke weed and stuff. So then I'm like torn in between, so I just kind of landed in the middle where I'm like a B student, so I don't look so bad in front of them, but I would have a lot of fun.
I really relate to that for real, because like in Fergus, dude, there was just like everybody was kind of, I had like a massive group of like 20 friends. Like we had like fucking burners in the friend group. We had like sports guys in the friend group, academic guys in the friend group, and like guys in the trades. So it was just all like every day was just like a different vibe. And like I was like, I knew I didn't want to do something trades related because like, dude, Fergus is like legit farmland, a lot of it. So it's like we just have like a bunch of farm boys, like, and and I like I knew I was like, okay, that's not me authentically. And I was like, the grades thing, I'm like, I'm a good student. I would do like mid 70s, like low 80s. But I was like, I had to really try for it, and I had to like really put the effort in. And then like I was just like super obsessed with skateboarding, so I was just like fucking.
Oh,
Like,
you're a skater.
I was just like, fuck. So that was definitely tough. I relate to that a lot, man. That's funny.
That's cool. I didn't know you were. I didn't know you grew up in Fergus.
Yeah.
I don't. Why? For some reason, I thought like you grew up in Saga or Brampton or something.
No, man. Like
No?
that's like the one thing that I think is hilarious about my life, because it just like doesn't. I don't really know if it shows. Maybe it does show. Who knows? Maybe it does show that I grew up.
Like you're from Fergus.
Yeah, that I grew up in Fergus. But
I don't know what people from Fergus are like, but it's look. What's the population size there?
20,000.
20,000.
But the
okay.
city is a lot different than it was when I was growing up.
Okay.
It's funny, actually. Our first episode, we interviewed a guy who lives there now.
Okay.
And he was talking to me about. He was just asking me what it was like when I was growing up there. It was a lot more rural. Like I had the opportunity to like party in legit like farmland and like just endless fun that way. Friends were definitely getting into stuff they shouldn't have been, because it's like small town vibes. People were just like, yeah, everyone basically from my high school is like either married or has a kid now, or at least one or the other. It's just like
Life progresses faster.
yeah,
there.
because it's just like
Yes.
it's simpler, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I always just like kind of knew, like I literally thought I was going to move to California when I was 18 and like
Okay.
become a professional skate filmer. Like that's literally what I thought I was going to do.
That's pretty sick though. You kind of knew already the direction where you want to go. Like I feel like
Yeah.
in that time it's hard to even have a, I don't know, a dream.
Yeah.
Well, at least because like in Mississauga, well, at least where I was going to school, like there's only like 10 white kids
Yeah.
and everyone else is Asian.
Yeah.
So basically it just felt like the only way, like if you took anything that wasn't science, it's like, are you dumb? So even if you had an interest in like, because one of my favorite classes was Comtech.
Yeah.
Which is like
Yeah.
filming and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like
That's
they would
good.
give us a camera and go run around, go film a movie,
That's sick.
right? And it was the most fun. So that class and exercise science was the most fun classes.
Nice. Nice.
But no one goes like in full sends Comtech. They'd be like, "You're crazy."
It's, trust me, I was saying on the last episode, is like, dude, I was never really encouraged. like dude, I got a 64 in my photography class in grade 11 because I didn't fucking I hated the teacher, dude.
Right.
She was trying to like tell me that I just like didn't know what I was doing. I was already making videos. I was already doing all this stuff. And I didn't really we had media arts, but I didn't take that. But I was just like so relentlessly stubborn towards like video and photo. My parents were like, dude, try to do something else. My mom was like, all right, do whatever you want to do, but like you gotta still make money.
Yeah.
And my sister was trying to like figure it out herself, and my dad was very much like, dude, don't. He's like, keep this as a side thing. Like you're not gonna ever make money. And that is what I think fueled me to do it.
Yeah.
And like, you know, just being relentless, and like then going away to school and seeing an opportunity of how film and TV can actually look and progress.
Yeah.
And then finding where I want to fit in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's yeah, I think anyone who does, and you know what, when you go back to thinking about high school and you think about classes and grades, like that wasn't important at all.
Yeah.
At all. Like once you start working and you talk to everybody and you start talking to like the successful people, it's like, no, they just like learned a bunch of skills in these things, but it has nothing to do with what they do now. It's just like transferable soft skills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So in university, you're there for 2 years. Talk to me about that time in your life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so university, I was there for 5 years.
5 years.
5-year program. Man, school-wise, it was good. Like learning a lot. Waterloo is really good because they always teach you how to like read the research articles. So it is more sciencey and less application. So it's good and bad depending on who you are. But in terms of a personal life, man, just partying like crazy, which is funny because it's Waterloo, but because you're in a party city.
Yeah.
And first year was really fun. But then by the second year, I honestly didn't make much friends. Like third year, like I had study friends, but that was it. You know what I mean?
You lived in residence first year?
First year I had to live in residence.
So you moved to Waterloo.
I moved to Waterloo. Yeah, I moved to Waterloo
Nice.
for 2 years.
What was that like coming from Mississauga?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because like,
yeah, I was going to say.
you're in this bubble and you think everyone's the same, and you
Yeah.
realize, oh wait, there's like other towns and other cultures,
Yeah.
and everyone's different. And Yeah, it's trippy because you talk a certain way and everyone else talks a certain way, and then you're like, okay, well, it's not, it's like not compatible.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like some people are talking about going hiking. No, some people are talking about going hunting, and I'm like, I've never like
Yeah, what do you
hunted
mean?
yeah, like ever in my life. You know what I mean? Like I would never go shoot a deer and then like hang it up in my house and be proud of it type shit. So
Yeah.
so that was funny. But that it was cool. It was eye opening.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like the same way. I feel like you probably had that moment in Sault Ste. Marie, dude. Like Troy's behind the camera. Like, no, that was like very much my life in Fergus too. It was
That
like,
was it. Okay.
it was like, what the fuck is going on? And then like my dad's side is all from Newfoundland. So they're all like big fishermen. And like, I'm the dork who doesn't live there. And I'm the only guy in the only man in the family. It's all girls on my like dad's side. And they're like, yeah, I was just, so I definitely like had that same moment. Like all my bunch of my, dude, we had a day, drive your tractor to school day.
Drive your tractor to school day? See, that's crazy.
But that's
so
like
sick,
some
though.
Waterloo shit too, man. Like I know that is like, dude, Waterloo has a crazy Mennonite community too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. And yeah, it's funny. I remember makes me think of those college humor days. I don't know if you ever watched
Yeah.
college
Oh yeah.
humor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Oh,
those,
yeah.
I feel like those were big in when I was going to high school.
Yeah.
And then then we see Mennonites for the first time and it's,
You're like looking around. What the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, what the hell?
But so when you were in high school, were you super like into the gym? Like, because I know your background now as far as like physique and your bodybuilding and stuff. But what did that look like as far as where you are in high school and then pursuing kinesiology? Were you still training a lot? What like a lot of people are like, oh, I was in the best shape in high school. Where were you in that bracket?
Yeah, so if you rewind to those days, like super skinny Asian kid could not gain size. I would always like complain about, damn, I can't grow bigger. My friends that I'm training with, they're like massive, and I'm like, hey, like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, we're doing the exact same workout, but you guys are getting a very different result.
Yeah.
But I just enjoyed the feeling of like destroying my muscles still. So yeah, but I was in the gym like every day. I would tell my parents.
Did you even
to
train
drive me.
like, were you training your friends back then?
No.
Or was it like, you were just like, how did you guys know what you were doing?
That's a good question. I don't really know. I just listened to my boys. They were like, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to go until you can't. And then
like,
we'll
all right.
go to this, the next thing, and go until you can't.
Yeah.
And obviously we do a lot more upper body.
Yeah.
And okay, so but if like a bunch of like vivid memories is I try to get into deadlifting and squatting, hurt my back. Like I would walk up the stairs and like my back would just like cramp, seize, and then my back would just like fold over and I'd be hunched.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
multiple times in the year I would try this. Couldn't do pull-ups. I couldn't do that. Yeah, and then that like I thought that it would help me like become a better athlete because I want to be stronger because I'm undersized, right?
Yep.
Especially in rugby.
Yeah, makes sense.
But and I got good feedback. Like all my friends would be like, "Hey man, you're getting bigger. And then I read a magazine. It's like, okay, you gotta have protein. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to Popeyes and I'm drinking protein every single day. Like, and then I think the feedback of everyone being like, hey, you look bigger, kind of like boost your confidence.
Yeah.
And it kind of like fueled me to go more and like keep doing it because I'm getting good feedback from it. So.
Yeah, and then like and then at university, like just training all the time. You were still playing sports as well at that time?
On and off, yeah. I was a bit more regular. In high school was better. I think my
high school is just unlimited time, you know what I mean? It's like
yeah, it's like a cheat code. If you get into gym when you're in high school, it's a cheat code.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
So I think when I got to uni though, like that first year, because it was like living on my own for the first time, like that's when my discipline really fell off.
Yeah. I think that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. All that partying and stuff like that and like drinking like crazy, you know, you start to get well, I feel like by the end of like second year, I was in like a bit of a hole. You know what I mean? I just felt like really low. I wasn't training at all. I wasn't working out myself at all. It just felt really bad. You know what I mean? And you're anxious about school. You're anxious about like relationships. You know, you're trying to figure who you are still and like where you fit and how you're going to make it. Because at the end of the day, I just want to, I think even in high school, whatever, I'm really competitive. I just want to make it. And I had some like things I wanted to achieve in my life that I already had down on paper. Yeah. But I had no idea even how to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Did you meet your wife at that time already or no?
No.
No.
I didn't.
It's interesting, man. It's cool that you talk about that because I've obviously never seen that part of your life, right? Like we didn't meet during your party era.
Yeah, it was different.
Right. So it's like I can relate to the same way. Like I partied a lot in college as well, and who you're meeting today is a lot different than who I was in college. And I think that's always a cool moment in somebody's life, is like, you know, putting the pieces together. You start to see some progress. You start to see the ball rolling, and then you're like, okay, this is, you know, I do understand you. You know, like when you see a high school kid coming in who's, you know, a little bit not motivated, not on it as much as he should be, he's going to think, oh, this guy doesn't fucking understand. But you do. You do, right? And I think that's what makes you a really great trainer, is you really have lived experience in so many different ways. And I think you have a really unique insight to offer to training, because not only have you done it yourself, but you've been doing it for yourself for so long. Like if you, on paper, you've been training for almost 20 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is
pretty
it's
much
a long time in the weight room, bro.
Yeah, like ever since, and like I think people don't even know, like I used to be almost 200 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, so people see me and like I'm not a tall guy. I'm like 5'7", 200 pounds.
Why do you think that was? Is because you were overeating and you slowed your metabolism? Because you were trying to put on money?
I was trying to eat like crazy. Like I was really trying to push my body's limits.
Bro, I had the same fucking thing happen to me too. Like you knew this. We always joke about my fat era. Not that I was like super fat, but like I was just eating and drinking everything, and I was not working out, and I just got fat, and I was just like, okay, dude, like. And like looking back now, it was so obvious, but at the time I didn't feel like shit. I didn't think I looked like shit either. But it's like, now I'm looking back and I'm like, damn, dude, I'm just glad my friends made fun of me for that.
Yeah, you're good friends, right? They told you the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But man, I was drinking. Because for me, I guess some people it just happens naturally, right? It's like their way they cope. Yeah. It could be emotional eating. It could just be like it's just their lifestyle. It's just what their family makes or how they cook for themselves. Yeah. But I was drinking like Mass Gainer. You ever drink Mass Gainer?
Yeah, dude. My friends put me on a Mass Gainer in high school, and I just could.
So you were skinny growing up.
Like 120 pounds soaking wet. Okay. 6 foot.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Like
so you're
legit
skinny.
Scrawn, bro.
Yeah.
I like got bullied so hard in high school for being skinny, dude.
Really?
Like fun. Like my friends. I was just always like. You know, I'd be like, yo, what up, Lank? What up, Lank? And I'm like, man.
Oh, yeah, because when you're skinny, you're extra, like, your arms, your limbs look extra long.
And now it's, like, funny to look back onto, but at the time, it was just, like, so annoying because it's just, like, I just couldn't. I was working out, and people would make fun of me for working out, dude. I was, like, people were literally like, what are you doing in the gym? Right. I remember, like, somebody saying that to me, like, a girl. Wow. She's like, why are you even working out? And I was like, what the fuck, man? It was so funny.
That's crazy. It's so toxic.
I know, right? Yeah. But pre-social media.
Yeah, like sometimes it's like, damn, if social media was big back then. Yeah. Well, that's what good on the kids, right? Because they know there's something worth capturing there, and they can make it funny. Yeah. And then entertaining to watch. That's cool.
I know. I hear that. So, when you were in Waterloo, did you start training clients, or when did you start training clients? What was that first? Give me that first 6 months and first year.
First 6 months in my when I started training clients.
Yeah, like did you graduate university and you're like, all right, here I'm going.
Oh, actually, I just so second year I stopped living in res because I was kind of in that hole. I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah, you know what I mean. These are not my real friends. I want to be with my Saga, my day one friends. Okay, so I moved home and I started commuting, and then I was like, okay, well, I need to get a job to pay off all this, student. Tuition fees and living fees and all that stuff. So then I got a job at the city of Mississauga. Nice. Where I worked as a personal trainer part-time.
Cool. That's super interesting.
It's a great
I would have never guessed that the city of Mississauga had that role. I thought you were going to say like landscaping.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I feel like all city jobs are like, especially like summer students or university students, it's all usually outdoors.
Yeah. It's because I had to connect, because when I was working for the first time, I was a camp counselor. Oh, cool. So I knew people in the community center, and that's where all the gyms were. Oh, so then I just talked to the fitness department, and they're like, well, he's from camps. He's been at the community center for like 5-6 years already. Like I'd done camps for like a bunch of summers.
Nice. That's awesome.
And then, amazing gig. Like They have benefits.
Yeah, I
as a
was gonna say-
part-timer is
I was
crazy.
gonna say, yeah.
They have a pension plan as a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Part-time is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then I had my co-op position, which was like working at a high school, teaching phys ed.
Cool. Whoa, I didn't know that. Yeah.
At Bramley.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, crazy.
So, so that's how, because I thought I was going to be a teacher.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had common, like mutual friends with me, like from Mississauga, because I had a bunch of friends in Mississauga as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but teaching, so you did the personal training for like a whole year for the city, and then you did phys ed, or how did that work?
So I would do both jobs at the same time. Yeah, because
Cool.
the city job was like part-time.
Mm-hmm.
I would just have certain shifts that I have to go take care of the gym.
Yep.
So basically my day would be going to the gym, clean it, everything,
Yeah.
service everything,
Yeah.
do starter appointments. So like new people joining the gym, I would teach them how to use the machines, like what a routine feels like.
Cool.
And then I would just let them go on their way. There was no like sales pressure.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a good life. Every gym has a starting appointment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some of them push the sales. My thing was just push like helping people and then just
Yeah.
let them be.
Yeah. For real.
And then after that, I would during the day, like Monday to Friday, I would go to my Bramley teaching job,
Nice.
and we would play sports and just do gym teacher stuff.
What was the hours as a gym teacher?
Pretty much get there, I think around like before school starts.
Yeah, yeah.
Like 30 minutes before, and then
Yeah.
stay to the end. And then I was responsible for planning all the intramurals and the events and helping out with the sports teams.
Oh, cool.
And then
Cool.
shadowing teachers to assist them.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
See, that we were talking about this on the last podcast is, dude, the skills you develop in these weird ass fucking jobs,
Yeah.
like event planning, scheduling, coordination, like overseeing a bunch of departments at the same time. It's the same. It's all the shit you're doing in your business. Like it's crazy.
I never even thought about that too. Because
Yeah.
like even just like when you're planning something, you want people to join. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, how do you get people to join?
Yeah.
I never ever thought about it. I just thought, okay, well, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet. And then how long were you in that role as a gym teacher?
I did that for three semesters. So pretty much.
So that brings
each
you up
semester-
to how old?
almost
25 or?
No. This is when this is during school. So pretty much I would do every summer, pretty much. No, not every summer. Sorry. I would be in school during the summer. But then when I'm not in school during the summer, then I would be working my co-op job. Because Waterloo co-op program is kind of different. It's like it's like school, work, and then it could be like
Co-op's the
school,
entire-
work, school, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, we didn't have a co-op, right? I don't think so either. Yeah, we just did just fucking like real world experience. Just like, okay, this is your client. Go shoot for them. They'll pay you. We're like, okay.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because then
Yeah.
you get creative freedom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you were doing that, and then how old did that bring you up till? How old were you in that time?
So I did that for almost all my years in Waterloo, and I graduated Waterloo in Gosh, did I graduate in 2016? I graduated in 2016. So yes, that was 20. So when I was doing that, so 2014, 2015 is when I finished working at Bramley.
Nice.
So at that point, I don't even know when you started university 7. So I was probably like 2021.
When you finished?
Yeah, like what? So these kids would call me Mr. Lam, but I'm low key just 1 year older than them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Mr. Lamb.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It was pretty funny because like we're actually like basically the same age. Like if we saw each other on the street right now, it's like
Yeah.
you know we're just
Yeah, the same.
the same. Yeah.
And then you started personal training right after, or walk me through that.
Yeah. So during, and then I started like once the school position started to end, I started taking on more hours at the community center.
Nice.
And then
Oh,
growing
that
my
was your
clientele.
first. That was your first thing, at the
Yeah.
community center.
Yeah, the community
Sick.
center. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, and then how long was that? How many years was that?
I think I spent 5 or 6 years working at the community center.
Nice.
As a personal trainer full
Nice.
time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then when did the garage gym come into play?
So as I started to get busier at the city and I started growing my social media, like I was documenting my
Cool.
physique transformation because that's when I did my show in 2019.
Yo, where can we find that stuff? Is
Oh,
it still
man.
somewhere?
Dude, I have I used to send like vlogs to my coach because that's what he wanted me to do.
Cool,
He's like,
bro.
Film it.
Yo, dude, we have to find those. We have to find those.
I have them all on a hard drive and I've I can definitely send it to you. It's
We
like
should do
literally
a-
me talking to the camera.
We should do a video where we break down those videos.
Oh man, I've never showed anyone them. Yeah, they're super like personal, but I can share with
You
it.
don't have to
Yeah.
if you don't want
Yeah.
to.
No,
bro.
I'll share.
Just
I'll
an
share
idea.
it.
I just think it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I had it, and like I would do like my like there's like a pretty cool like transformation. I think there's someone somewhere deep on YouTube. There's like my transformation in 2019.
That's sick because I made a video for one of my really friends. Sorry, one of my really close friends. His father-in-law did a crazy transformation. I can show you the video that we made, but I filmed that for his first physique show.
Okay, sick.
So it was used as like his audition tape. It was for Summer Shred
Nice.
in Burlington.
Yeah. That's a cool show.
Yeah. So he's I think he's 64 now, dude, and like he's probably gonna go pro.
Oh shit.
Like it's legit. Like
Wow.
it's super legit. I'll show you. Shout out to Dave Moore, bro.
I love that story though.
Yeah, so it's like it's really cool that you were doing that because like, dude, we like literally made a video for somebody like that. So that's sick that you're doing that yourself. So then you did your first show. What was the motivation behind doing your first show?
So pretty much since I got back into around after I finished partying, I got back into the gym,
Yeah.
right? Because I was in that hole, right? So the
Yeah.
gym actually brought me out of this like
Yeah.
depressed state.
Yeah.
Like I was just like I had so much like angst, and I also wanted to like I had like people in my head who like I feel like they wronged me a bit.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna just train,
Show you,
out train.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. So then I did that, and then that was kind of the motivation, I guess, to do the show. So pretty much.
How did you
second
know
year-
about? Did you already know about that world? You were already like, yeah, because
Yeah.
I had a couple of friends in high school who were super dialed into the gym. Like there was a guy in my high school deadlifting 4 plates aside,
Yeah, that's.
and I was like, you're nuts. But he was a hockey player, a lacrosse player. Then eventually got super into drugs. So it's fine.
Oh.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. Yeah.
But at that time, he was super dialed.
Addictive personalities, right? It's like a double-edged sword.
100%, bro. 100%.
And I'm like that too. I think I'm super addictive. Like I think because I got so much good feedback from lifting. Like I was doing like power building. So pretty much I knew from after second year, and I had this feeling. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna train as hard as I can, get as big as possible. That's why I got to 200, thinking it would be all muscle. It just ended up being fat. But I bulked for like 5 years. I didn't cut. I was like, no, I'm not cutting. Like there's no point to cut if I have
Sure.
no muscle.
Yeah.
So I just lifted, got super strong, deadlifted what I wanted to, bench what I wanted to, like, and then,
What were you hitting up? What was your goals?
so I was deadlifting like more than 4 plates for reps at the time.
Whoa,
I was
dude.
benching. My bench was kind of ass, but it was still good. I was still proud of it. Like I could bench like 255, 265,
Nice.
and I was squatting like easily into like 365 for reps. So really like
It's
power
impressive.
building stuff.
It's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what I do after that? Yeah, so I was 5 years, and then I told my coach because like he was coaching me the whole time, but he did something like this where we would only talk every 2 months, and he would just check my numbers. Like I have spreadsheets with all my macros.
Whoa,
in
that's
those
crazy.
5 years.
That's insane.
Yeah, like even
That's
my
so
hours
cool
slept
to have
and
that.
comments.
Whoa, that's insane. That's insane to have that much data, because like I know you probably still track everything now.
I don't.
No, you
anymore.
don't.
I'm super
interesting.
intuitive now. Like
Cool.
I
You
just,
just know
it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Doing it long enough, you would just know. How did you find that trainer? Like, so that was your first intro to a trainer.
Yeah.
That's super cool. How did you find this guy?
Okay, so basically in those eras, those are the early YouTube fitness era.
I was gonna say, like, dude, this is like, yeah, early days.
So I'm already like really into YouTube, and I'm like, there's these guys. I don't even know if people remember them, but like Matt Ogus. Do you
I don't know
remember
that
Matt
name.
Ogus?
I don't know that name.
Okay, basically Jeff Nippert at the time was still doing like a podcast called Ice Creams for PRs or something like that.
Jeff Nippert was.
Jeff Nippert was in like he's been putting in work since time. But I remember contacting
Shout
Jeff.
out to Jeff.
Yeah, right. Like I've been a big fan for a long
Me
time.
too.
of
I
his.
actually reached out to him. I was like, please, if you need anything, because he like opened that lab. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, if you want to study me, bro, I'm down.
Yeah, because he put a post out recently.
yeah.
So I remember reaching out to Jeff actually to get coaching from him. It was between him and the coach I went with. But the coach
Cool.
I went with, his name is Jeff Alberts.
I've
He's
heard that
part
name.
of Team 3DMJ.
Yeah.
At the time, I think he was like 50 something.
Whoa.
And he was already like he's been bodybuilding for 20, 25 years.
Holy shit, dude.
So I wanted to work with anyone. I would have been okay to work with anyone on their team, but they just posted like such good content for me of how to train properly,
That's awesome.
where I didn't need to get coaching. Like it was that good. But obviously when you are, you know, dedicated to something, and you want to do something the best way, and you want to learn their process, to me it was like an investment.
Yep.
Okay, right, I'm gonna invest in this. It was mad expensive too. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, it was like, it was, I don't want to say the price out loud, but it was definitely more than what I charge still to this day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But and like,
But
that
you
was,
did it, bro. You made it work. That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like what I got from him was so good. And then
Yeah, lifelong.
yeah, lifelong. And then the 6 months, like, we really just went super hard on making adjustments, getting me lean, and
Yeah.
and it was a cool process. Yeah.
And you won that show.
I won that show. Yeah. I won that show. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. It was fun. But actually,
Because that's something to be said, Anthony. I know
Mhm.
you're a humble guy, but like to do a show and to come out on top, like for us in high school, it was like Bradley Martin was the
Yeah.
guy, and then I recently, like, we, you know, through the car community got into like Dustin Williams.
okay.
Same kind of vibe. He just put his mind to doing a show, came out on top. I remember watching that video. I was like, holy fucking shit, he actually did it. Because like I obviously like have been into bodybuilding, like the sport for a long time, like through obviously Arnold and Rich Piana and CT Fletcher, and to come out on top, to do something that you want to do and execute it, like that is something to be said.
True. Yeah. I just I think it's so easy for us to, like, you know, brush it off, right?
I
Like,
know,
it's so
I
easy
know.
to like not realize certain things, and
Yeah,
then
'cause you got-
focus on other stuff.
Yeah, you got, because after you finish the show, right, you have probably 4 other goals you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like such a fleeting feeling. It was like, while I was in it, I was so
Yeah.
like hyper focused. I've never been that focused in my life, where everything was so regimented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I think it's important. Like, I don't think everybody should try to do a show, but I think everybody should try to do that for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And just see what happens, right? Like, that's why the era of BuzzFeed, you know, those challenges, 90 day, I'm going to like 75 hard. That's why
Yeah.
everybody loves that shit, because it's like, let me just see what happens.
Yeah.
And people on the other side come out like, holy shit, dude. Like, I actually learned about myself. I, you know, realized I can push myself a lot harder than I can. And one guy that I want you to meet, his name's Matt as well, Matt Ravita. He's coming on the podcast in a couple weeks. Actually, I think this Friday. He's going through that transformation right now.
Okay, sick.
So he did a show last year with his father-in-law. They did it together.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's bulking to like 205. He's trying to be 205 stage weight, shredded.
Yeah, so he's massive.
Yeah, he's big.
Pretty big.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy, yeah.
But I think you guys would have a lot in common, because I think obviously, you know, like, huge love for fitness, but it's about that other side of it, that mental in it, and just like, you know, not necessarily like canceling everything else in your life, but just seeing what you can do, seeing how you can push your body, your mind, and how you come out on the other side.
Yeah, and I think that's the trippiest thing, because like, I'm kind of like, I have mixed feelings towards challenges like 75 hard, because while I understand it's good for someone to do something extreme, because then you kind of have a better frame of reference of what balance is. Because I think when you want to get shredded or achieve a crazy goal, like, there isn't really balance. You need to be very obsessed about it.
Yep.
But at the same time, like, what happens at day 75? You know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
it's done.
Just
Forget
the
about
brakes
it.
come off.
Brakes come
Yeah.
off, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was just having this conversation with someone over the weekend. He was like, oh, well, I've been bulking for 5 months and then I want to cut. And I'm like, okay, well, how long have you been training for? Right? He's like, well, I just started training like 5 months ago. And then I want to cut, and then I don't see anything, right? And it's like, well, you know, building muscle takes a long time.
Yeah.
Like 5 months is
annoying.
not that long. 75 days is not that long.
I know, right?
So if you want to actually achieve something, like, you can't think like, okay, I'm just gonna do this little burst and then say I figured I got what I got.
I know, right?
You know?
Yeah.
So it's super. Yeah,
I
I'm, like,
agree.
iffy
I
about
agree.
It, right?
You know, like, because it's about ultimately what are you doing the remaining 287 whatever days.
Yeah, yeah. Like, just
what
like,
are you doing those 200 days, right? Like, so I think the same way too. Like, so me and Matt are working together just because he wants to kind of experience what it's like to train somebody and learn what he's learned, put it towards somebody, see what happens. And I knew that when I finished, like, I eventually want to do a split with you as well. But I knew that when I finished with my first trainer this year in, I'd say, April, that it wasn't going to be the end of that. Like, I wasn't just going to, like, he basically gave me the kick in the ass to get going again. Now that there's momentum built, now that there's time, there's a lot of data. Now I just need to continue building and continue to go hard. And it's been really cool to see my body change, because like I look back, I'll show you an old photo after, bro, and it's like kind of fucking nuts. Like, not that I was just a little more fluffy, you know. I was a little bit like, I was still like whatever. I was out of shape, but like where I am now isn't 100% where I want to be either. So it's like trying to find that, and also still like be proud of the progress you made. I think it's like constantly just like an ebb and a flow to it.
Yeah, you don't, and it's good you have all these like metrics, because like you don't realize how far you've come until you actually like look at it.
Look at the data. Yeah, it's crazy.
Like I always tell like my clients I see for the first time, like, hey, you should take a progress photo. Yeah. Take it. I'm like, no, I don't want to take it. I know. But like if you don't take it, you're you know what I mean? You're doing yourself a disservice. Like you must be accountable to your own progress, and when you see it, it's either it's gonna motivate you or it's gonna remind you like, holy shit, maybe what I thought was my best is not good enough. So you need to adjust it. Yeah, it's just it's just ownership. Yeah, that's sick, absolutely though, for you.
Yeah, thank you, man. You've
been so disciplined.
Trying to.
Like you've been posting those gym pics. And I'm like, okay, man, okay.
Trying to, bro. It's just like I so this month, like I like to do a sober month in October, so that's what I'm doing this month. And for me, it's like I just need to, like, Monday to Friday super dialed. Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, the brakes come off, and not realizing how detrimental that is to the overall week. And that's where I've been like a little bit more strict within the last, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks since I got back from my trip, about like, okay, let's give this a really fair shot from now till December and see what else I can do. Because the size is coming in the way I want it to, in like the muscle definition, the muscle places, like, and I just got to lose a little bit more fat, more body fat, like sitting at 20%. Like if I could be, 15 or 12, like that, I think that would look kind of freaky.
Yeah. And, the alcohol stops fat loss from happening. Yeah. Yeah. Like it blunts, it like inhibits that process. Yeah. Just for acutely, but you do it like 2 times, like when you're recovering. Yeah. Holy shit, no muscles being built, no fats being burned, and you're just chilling for 2 days. Yeah.
I know, it's funny, right?
Like, up, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the kind of the thing. But it's these things that you don't get told, right? Like, and that's you having the experience you have over the longevity that you've had it to know that sort of stuff. Cause like, I don't think my other trainer talked to me about like that specifically about it. He's just like, yeah, you shouldn't. He's like, just the calories, avoid the calories. So I was thinking to myself, okay, avoid the calories. I was like, I'll eat clean, but I'll still drink a little bit on the weekend or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of like how I'm going into it for the next 3 months, and I'll see what happens on the other side. But I still want to go back. I knew we were going to be able to talk forever. Like we're already 45 minutes in, but I want to go back to training in that garage gym. Okay. Yeah. So you built the clientele from the City Mississauga job. How did you transition them to your private training?
So when the pandemic happened, I pretty much lost all my clients.
True. Yeah.
That's so.
So the city job brought you up to the pandemic.
Yeah, so it was actually interesting. Okay, the city job was like for 5-6 years. Then I started, because of the show, I started growing my my following a little bit, or like at least some reputation that, oh man, maybe Anthony's not a crazy trainer just doing part-time. Maybe he actually knows what he's doing with people. Yeah. And then I start to have like, I set a goal for myself. I'm going to transform one person every single month. Whoa. So I'd have like January, February, March, and like it would be like pretty crazy at that time. Yeah. And then
that'd be insane. Even today.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I reminded myself, I'm like, okay, I gotta set that metric again for the whole team. Yeah. But anyway, so then I started like, okay, I was pushing the city to try to like make it a better position for trainers. Because all I wanted to do was train people. I don't want to run a gym or do any of that. So, but like, hey, if you want me to like have a good livelihood, you need to make it better for me somehow, so I can keep doing what I'm doing. They wouldn't do it because you got to jump through a million hoops to get anything done there. So, I started to freelance. So anyone who would reach out to me on Instagram, instead of training them at the city gym, I would train them at a freelance gym. So I would spend like all my city clients I kept at the city, but everyone knew. I was like, okay, I'm capped out on my hours at the city. I'm just going to do it somewhere else. So I met some awesome gym owners around that area, like like Branson at Progressive and then Mike at Forge. So then I trained them there, and that's how I met Kevin Ramos and stuff like that. So my roster started to grow from, let's say I was 90% of my time at the city of Mississauga and 10% freelance until it was 50-50.
Whoa.
And then eventually I made the full jump and I said, okay, I'm gonna do my freelance and basically not do anything at the city, just teach a couple classes here and there.
Cool.
Then pandemic happened, pretty much back to square one. Like
Whoa, dude.
everyone stopped working out, right? Because everyone was scared. And then I was at a park.
What did you do, bro? What did you do?
I played PlayStation all day long, and I got CERB because I couldn't work. So I'm just at home, and I'm on Discord, and I'm looking for two teammates in platinum, in diamond. So then I just became I just grinded that. I want to go pro in Apex. Just play Apex all day long.
I was not expecting that answer. Yeah. That's so funny.
But then when people realized like, okay, it's not that bad, I went to a park. I drove my parents' van. I loaded it with all my gym equipment that I bought before the pandemic, luckily.
Yeah.
So I had like adjustable dumbbells, barbells, plates. I just threw it all in the car.
Nice.
And I was set up at the park, Loyola Park.
Dude, we got to do a video going back there.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. And people just see me every single day just training people
Yeah.
all the way until it was snowfall. Like it would be snow around us. I had a tarp and we were just working out there.
Holy shit.
Because people
dude.
were so like itching to do something outside and like just get out of the house.
Did you ever experience anybody trying to like shut down what you were trying to do, or
No.
just all love?
All love.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
That's the universe, bro. Yeah.
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 Just like everyone just were watching. They're kind of like learning and that's it. Yeah.
So that takes you to the very end of the pandemic, or?
That takes me to the end of the pandemic. Not the end of the pandemic, almost the end of the pandemic. Like I would say like 1 year left in it. My wife is like, she was my girlfriend at the time. She's like, oh, let's move out. Like I had a bunch of money saved, like, because I just didn't spend money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I never balled out of the club or bought like nice clothes or nothing. So
Yeah.
I just saved money, and then she's like, let's get a house. The market was coming down because everyone was super scared, so we got a house at a good price.
Amazing, dude.
Picked a house where I could see a gym being there.
Yeah. In Oakville, right?
In Oakville.
Yep.
Yeah. Because it was close enough to my parents, and
Yep.
Oakville's a good area.
Yep.
Where people would actually personal train a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So then I converted to a garage gym,
Nice.
and then set up a website and then all that stuff. Showed off my testimonials. I had all my Mississauga clients come. Like that's why Oakville was important. Don't be too far west, because then none of my Sauga clients could come.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So how many clients were you training at that garage gym at the time?
Probably maxing out at 30.
30
Like
clients
after
a
30,
month?
yeah, after 30 clients it's hard to
Manage.
Yeah.
How many clients a day does that work out to?
Probably like 6-7 clients a day.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Wow.
like some people you see on repeat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, and then I started online
And it was
coaching.
it was private training.
Private, and then it became semi-private because everyone wants the same time. Everyone wants to work out at 5:30, 6:30. So it's like, okay, how about I just train 3 of you all at the same time? You guys all have your own custom plans anyways, so just follow your plan. And at that time, I was also doing online coaching.
Nice.
So that taught me how to make plans not on Excel, on like an app, and then everyone would have it on their phones, and they would
That's
just
awesome.
follow it, and I taught them how to write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
And then you were checking in with them monthly, these online clients?
Weekly.
Weekly.
Well, it depends on what the clients need, but mostly I would look at everyone's plan at the end of the week. So Sunday, I'm seeing what you bench, what you squatted, what your accessory looks like, what your feedback is about each workout.
So this is powerlifting clients?
all kinds of clients. Like,
Nice.
what's your body composition? Like, what'd you weigh in at?
Cool.
You know, just depends on their goal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, so you were doing that for how many years
3-4 years, 3 years, I want to
in
say.
a garage gym?
In the garage gym, yeah.
Nice. How many people did it have to grow to for you to get your space?
How many people did it need to grow to? Honestly, at 30, I was good to do it pretty much, and I had like at least 10 online clients.
Nice.
So let's say 40 clients pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
And you're
how.
like, I gotta open a spot.
Yeah, you know what it was? I never wanted to open a gym. I
Yeah.
honestly was super comfortable just being freelance.
Mhm.
I never thought about being a business owner or anything like that. Just like, hey, run my ship and then go. But then my clients were like, one of my clients in my mind, she's like my day one client. Like, I've been training her with her since the community center. and she comes all the way from
Holy
Etobicoke,
shit, dude.
because my gym's like on the east end, right, of Mississauga. So she drives from Etobicoke to Oakville like 3 to 5 times a week just to train with me. And she's like, man, I really wish we had a Smith machine in here. I was like, damn, I want to put a Smith machine in here too, but I couldn't fit it in the garage gym. Man, wouldn't it be nice if we had like a hip thruster? Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
So then she kind of got me like thinking like, okay, you know what? If I'm going to even make a better training experience, I need a place to house all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I don't get any more clients, that's fine. At least I have a place to house my equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the idea of just like, okay, I like 3 years in, I need to search. Like the garage is going to explode.
How was that search?
Hard, because I'm on realtor.ca every single day. I'm on Kijiji every single day. I'm on LoopNet just looking for spots. And you find a spot and then it's like, well, what about coding? Like, is it the right building code? Do you have to build this whole thing out? Is it a shell space? So you really have to look, and then the deals have to align, and then you got to do the scary thing of actually putting your money down. And then, okay, now you got to buy all the equipment.
Yeah.
But obviously if you have a clientele and you have some savings, it's so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're just going at it with nothing, a lot of businesses will fail like that because they just want to
100%.
build this big thing and they have nothing to, like, they have no way to start. Yeah. Nowhere to fuel it, at least.
How long did it take you to find your current space?
6 months
Wow. Of actively looking.
of actively looking.
Yeah, dude, I felt the same way when we were trying to find this space. It's like, it's tough out there, man. It's tough to find something that's actually somebody not only understands your goals, but understands like price point too, understands like longevity at the space as well. Like when we found this space, I knew we wanted to do a podcast. I knew we wanted to do this and shoot productions in here. And at any point along the line, if the guys told us we couldn't do that, it wouldn't have worked. So I'm thankful that we have the flexibility here that we do. But yeah, man, I envy you, and I think it's really admirable that you actually took the leap to do it. And like now you're in this business owner game, right? Now you're opened up this another level.
Yeah. I the level I didn't know was even a level. But I think going back to what you're saying, it is like once you look at a space and you go to space, you need to have a vision.
Yeah.
And I think once you have that vision of it, then you have to create that vision.
Yeah, you got to execute.
But I'm sure like when you're looking for spaces, like you would go into a place and be like, I can't see it. I can't see us in here.
Yeah,
right?
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm thankful you introduced us to that guy, and I'm thankful for all the other spaces I've taken the time to review. But for us, it just wasn't that. I knew it was going to be not fully ours, Yeah. And that's really tough, because if you're paying that amount of money for commercial space, like you want to have the flexibility and the freedom to eventually grow it, eventually expand.
Yeah.
Like in here as well, there's other opportunities for spaces, open offices that we could eventually convert into. So that's how I've always kind of looked at it, is like I need an opportunity for an entry level space that'll just get me there, and then we can look around. Like as soon as I saw this unit open up, let's go, because I knew it was exactly what we needed. And then once we expand, we grow out of this unit, which might happen sooner than later.
That's good. Yeah.
Then we just keep pivoting, man, and that's what I think is super important. But talk me through, opening that gym, getting everything done. Now you're like, oh shit, I need a couple more personal trainers. I need to actually grow my team. Now you're scaling a business. Now you're properly like running a business. You're not just my business dies when I go away person.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm still like navigating that.
Yeah, it's tough.
But
it's tough.
yeah, it's really tough because I think in the gym business, if you go completely like offhand, I don't know how well it would do.
Yeah, I agree.
Because maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe I'll look back and disagree with myself. But the way I see it is like, especially with growing a team, man, I've interviewed so many people who have training certifications. I'm not even calling them trainers. People with training certifications that are not trainers, or not coaches, or aren't even themselves practicing what they want to preach, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's true. I've seen that in my own life as well through trainers that I've met along the years. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, because there's a really low barrier of entry, and let's say I'm to completely disappear and say, hey, like Lamlab, go do its own thing. I don't really know if I want my name on a business where we're not doing a high level service.
That's
that's
totally
getting
fair.
good results for our clients. Like this business is a business, but it is based on results. Like it doesn't look good. Like, you know what I mean? That's our product essentially, is your body and your result.
Yeah.
So if we're not doing that, I don't think we should be charging anyone anything.
Yeah.
So with that
But
being
that's you
said,
having
yeah.
integrity, right? And that's super
Yeah.
important. And that's why I think we've always got along over the years is you have super strong morals and values and integrity, and you really take pride in what you do. And, you know, same for us, man. Like, you meet a ton of videographers along the year, I'm sure.
Yep,
We've
I
even
have.
been talked about these stories together. It's
Yeah.
just like, it's all the extra shit. Sure, you can do the job, but can you do everything else?
Yeah. And on top of that too, it's like, what kind of culture do you have? Because I know that like what I have doesn't fit with everybody.
Yeah.
Like a trainer doesn't, you know what I mean? Like there's everyone here needs fitness. Every person needs fitness, right?
Mhm.
Or every person, you know, every business needs marketing and videos.
Yeah.
But for you guys, like, who's going to tell that story might be like, you know, your people. There's enough businesses at least, and there's enough clients for everyone to find their own space.
Yeah,
and my
100%.
space might not be the one for you.
Yeah.
Because I do hold everyone to a high level of accountability.
Yeah.
So I think going back to the team thing, I think the team's actually made, because I found good people on the team, it's super cliche, but they actually make you better. Because all the things I didn't really think about that was important, like, you have another take from it or another experience, and you're like, oh, okay, like, how do we like fuse that into the system now to make it better?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the team's just like grown me to something better than what Lamlab started as.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool that you have that self-awareness to look back onto that, because there's so much to be said about like this person, a version of you that never did that.
Yeah.
Right. And the advancement of what your career or job would have looked like, what your training would have looked like, you know, in the next 10 years. And who knows what it's going to look like now in the next 10 years. And it's like, if you didn't take that leap, you would have never experienced, like, never exposed yourself to those experiences. And I think about that in our business as well. It's like, you know, for a long time I was bartending and serving, romanticizing the idea of being full-time with this. And if I didn't take those leaps, like, I thought I knew everything, you know what I mean? I thought I was like, man, even if I go full-time, like, it's going to be exactly the same as it is now. It is not even remotely close. Like, it's not even remotely the same.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I didn't take those leaps, I would have like never found all of this learning and this knowledge and this personal growth and this like sense of fulfillment, you know? And that's what is like, the last podcast I said, if something scares you, that is a pretty well sign that you should pursue that thing, you know? And I'm glad that you have the same mentality towards what you're doing.
I mean, I like that. To be honest, I need to hear that, because sometimes, like, lately, because I feel like I've been working so much too. You go through like this little bit of a roller coaster of emotions where you're just like, holy shit, like everything's like going the way I wanted to. And then sometimes when you're at that peak of the roller coaster, you're just like, okay, well, everything's going so good, so that means something bad's gonna happen, right? Like, it's coming.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and it might not be anything bad, but you know what I mean? Like, it is a bit of an emotional roller coaster, because I think it's like a growing pain. Like, as you've realized new things and become a better business owner, a better videographer, a better trainer. Yeah. And then now you're responsible for more things. And then responsibility brings
now you have
more,
to have, that is now the bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly. Now you've elevated the standard, right? Of how you operate and how you think about things and what you need to do. And obviously a lot of things that you do as a business owner isn't as fun as just coaching people all day long, and then at the end of the day just turning it off and just going to bed.
Yeah, and just being a lot more, like, you have a lot more people to be accountable for.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know? And now you've introduced your wife into the team. Right. Now you have multiple hires, staff, and your relationship. How have you been? Obviously, I know your wife. I think you guys are amazing fit. But like, how did you guys approach that together? And knowing that, hey, listen, there's going to be times where it's just business. Yeah. And how do you separate that from your personal life? Because people ask us the same thing all the time. Is like, how do you guys stay friends? It's just like, hey man, you gotta separate it. You gotta separate it.
It's so true. Like, I tried working with a friend and it did not go well. We had a very different vision, and I do think it strains the relationship. It can, right? Yep. If you guys don't like communicate and like have like a set like organization, right? But with me and Annie, I think, well, we're still new to it. Annie hasn't officially started, but I can already tell that like it'll be interesting, right? Because we're gonna have to, put it down on paper a little bit, just to have some organization of like,
Yep.
okay, here's how we should split up the load. She's got,
Yep.
and she's got to take things, care of things on the personal side too,
Mhm.
right? Like our living and stuff like that, so I can focus on the business.
Yeah.
So all these things had to be accounted for, and I think that it's a new chapter, but I can speak on like what other people have told me.
Mhm.
So I was telling you this, right? Like sometimes being a trainer, one of the cool, I think I was telling Troy this, one of the coolest thing about being a trainer is you get to work with really successful people at times.
Yeah.
People who are out there either hit the height of their career or like professional athletes.
Yeah.
And the mindset that they have to win is so different than someone who isn't there. And you start to
Wow.
notice these differences of, okay,
Yeah.
why does your brain think like that?
Yeah.
So talking to some really successful business owners, like I'm talking to like big time, okay, like literally money. They have fuck you money, okay.
Nice.
So they have fuck you money, right? And they came from nothing and they got to fuck you money. So what do
Yeah.
they take? And one someone told me is like working with your partner can be one of the best things because
Mhm.
no one rides like as hard for you as your family does,
Yeah.
right?
For real.
Because like at the end of the day, like they're just gonna tell it to you straight. They
Yep.
they don't have any like well, if assuming everything's all good, right? They shouldn't have anything,
No. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. No vendettas or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best interest, essentially.
Yeah. But no, I think it's super. Yeah. And a piece of advice I can give you as well is like doing it for the amount of time we've been doing it. It's just, it's gonna feel stupid to do, but clearly define the roles.
Yeah.
Like make sure that, hey, this is what you're doing. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If there's overlap, how do we want to talk about it? How do I make sure that you're getting done what you're getting done?
Yeah.
How do we track that? And like literally treating it like that, treating it like a job like that, because that will be really, that will just help it make a lot more sense. Like, somebody gave us this piece of advice when we started is like, if you're doing the same thing together, it's not gonna work because you both have to have complementary skills. You both have to be doing different things, and I think you're very you have a high degree of understanding with that as well.
Yeah, and we'll I think we'll just have to see how it goes too. Because obviously the talking to your wife versus talking to your coworkers is very different, and there's those lines are going to be crossed. But I think that's where I think Annie will step in more of like a co-owner kind of role.
Yeah, and I
exactly
think
what we need.
I encourage you guys. I think don't be afraid to try it. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people have told us, don't start a business with your friends. Don't start it. Like, dude, thousands of fucking people.
Yeah.
And it's just like if we listened to every voice, we wouldn't be here.
Oh yeah.
So I encourage you to try and just see how it goes. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's no harm, no foul to either side.
Yeah, and I think that's such a good point. I pretty much like use that advice as like my guiding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right? Like questioning all that and just going with your gut, going with your heart, and then always there's a plan B. You know what I mean? Like just because it doesn't work out doesn't mean we can't go back to what was working.
In some capacity. Exactly.
I think people think, it's like one road and you can't turn back.
Yeah.
That can be more further from the truth.
Do you still have time?
Yeah, I have some time.
Because I would like to keep chatting.
Yeah.
So I want you to kind of talk about personal training as a whole and what you think people should be doing with fitness, how they should be thinking about fitness, because I know how I think about fitness now that I've been making it a huge priority of my life, at least, 4 times a week, for example, trying to eat healthy 5 times a week, 6 times a week.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody who's trying to, maybe make that a part of their life? They're struggling, because I know, like, dude, the more that I'm working out, the better I feel. The better I feel, the harder I can push in the business, the harder I can push in my personal life. Like, it seems like, how do you have all this energy? It's because of fitness. So it's like, it's that kind of snowball effect that you don't really know will happen unless you're doing it. So kind of talk to me about that idea.
Man, that's interesting. So the case is someone who doesn't know how to like get started in their fitness, or they already Are they working out already? Like, what would you say?
Either or, man. What would you
Yeah.
say to somebody who's kind of comes to you and is like, Anthony, I have no energy. My work is really stressful, and they're maybe a little bit overweight. They're eating like shit. They're getting fast food on the way home from work because they have no time. Like,
Yeah.
that sort of shit.
Man, I don't know if my thought is jaded, but but I think when at least for me getting into the gym, when I was in the exact same position as this person,
Yeah.
like you have to hit like you almost hit like there's almost like a moment where you're just like, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Like there needs to be like a fire under your your ass essentially for you to start moving. Because I think if it's like, hey, can you come to the gym, man? You know you're supposed to. You're fat, you're depressed. Like, why don't you come to the gym? And if you have to call them and be like, yo, you're fat and depressed, come to the gym every single time, there's a problem. Okay, like you clearly don't feel that pain bad enough for you to change. Okay, because I think it's a big attitude, right? It's like for me when I was like getting into fitness, it's not should I work out today? It's more like, when am I gonna work out today?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I know I have to fit it in because I'm accountable to myself. I'm accountable to my coach. Like I have 5 days of working out, and there's only 7 days in a week.
Yeah.
There's no time for like dicking around and having a personal life, right? So part of me is like, okay, if you're coming to me, like I really do want to like see where you're at in terms of like that vision, because I think too sometimes it's not like timing is a big thing too. Like if you're in a stressful period of your life, maybe you're having kids, maybe you're changing jobs, maybe you're changing business units, you know what I mean? It's going to require all your attention and time. Is it the best time to try to lose 50 pounds?
Yeah.
Is it
totally
the
fair.
best time to, do it? But maybe it's a good time to at least get in 2 workouts a week just to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah. Get you moving in some way.
Right. And then when you start to be like, okay, you know what? I feel good. Finally, the business is a bit settled. I can work out more. All right, let's work out more.
Yeah.
But just going at it like month by month, and then changing based on what
and
fits.
I think from my experience as well is like there will never be a right time, and just see if you can incorporate something into your life right now, because I guarantee you, you could probably figure out a couple of hours in a week and check out that video on how to do an effective workout with 1 hour.
Oh yeah,
that'll be out by then. By the time
Sick.
this comes out.
Sick.
So, yeah, I think people should start with where they're at. I agree with that for sure, and I love that approach that you take. And I think your clients have been with you for a long time because you're doing meaningful work.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. If you have any last words, where should people find you, and what are you looking for in the business, and what's next for Lamlab?
Okay, so I will leave them with this just to end off that point. I think finding that a minimum effective dose is big if you're like, just trying to get into fitness. Like, but if you do want to learn more about training and stuff, Matt and Troy has been helping me make all these good YouTube content that's just like free, that's going to help you get into the fitness journey like properly. So you can find me at www.lamlab.ca. You can also find me on my Instagram at Instagram/Anthony Lam Fitness. And then you're going to have links to all like the YouTube and the shorts and all that stuff. What's next for Lamlab? What's next for Lamlab is what I really learned from creating this gym more than anything, because the training is the same, right? But from the gym aspect it's going to sound cheesy, but it's the community. Because I didn't know that, because when we started to work out together and having like privates with other privates going on or semi-private, people who I thought wouldn't connected. And
That's
now,
cool.
yeah, right. And you see a whole nother level of accountability, because before, my clients who would only show up at the gym for me are suddenly saying, well, no, I got to show up because, my other client told them they needed to do XYZ in order to get results. So now I'm not giving advice. It's like someone else giving them advice, which is good advice because they already trained with me.
Yeah.
And then you're in this like pot essentially where you just get way faster results because everyone is on the same page growing with you. And you get to hear almost like opinions that aren't so biased, right?
Yeah,
it's not just from me, it's from another person.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone's other experience, which they can maybe relate to more than my experience.
Yeah.
So the goal now is to create an online community for Lamlab, or maybe not called Lamlab, but just have it where people can, share their stories, share their transformation, share their progress, get feedback, and keep it small and tight knit, where you're not just like speaking into a void, but into a place where people will listen and they're on the same page. Because I think, especially now with fitness content, there's just so much fitness content everywhere. And even if you are watching the good videos, that the ones that are true and scientifically correct, it's like one scientist would say something else and the other scientist says something else, so you're not sure what to do. Instead, be part of one community, follow that one thing, concentrate your energy of people who are already getting results, and just stick with that. Is I think the next step for Lamlab.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, it's always a pleasure, Anthony. I knew that it was going to be an easy conversation with us, and I always enjoy the time that we spend together. It's talking, shooting, whatever it may be. So yeah, I really appreciate you coming on today. And honestly, guys, check out Lamlab. They're in Oakville. They have a really beautiful gym. Not only is it actually a gym you can visit in person, but Anthony's a wealth of knowledge with what he's doing. So take the time and check him out.
I appreciate you guys having me on the show today.
Man. Absolutely.
Yeah, good
All
times. Right. Cool, brother.
Till next time, my man.
Till next time. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sweet.